I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the neighbor is mowing the lawn. Right as I'm like filming a video? Like, really? So I've been meaning to make this video ever since I released my Canon M50 battery grip review like sometime last year. Which, by the way, the views on that video are 3,000 and about 83 likes at the recording of this video, which I think we can do better on, so go ahead and like that video. So this video is going to be about the Canon M50 battery grip, but more specifically on how the battery grip compares to the official Canon batteries and the third-party batteries. So if you're new to the channel, I'm Freely and I make videos all about cameras, including tutorials and reviews, with my main focus on the Canon M50, but not limited to that. If you're interested in any of that, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. Quick disclaimer, this is just my experience with these batteries, and today I'm just going to be presenting just a rough estimate of what you can expect about the battery grip and just Canon batteries and anything that I present in this video. So yeah, just remember that. So just recently I shot my first wedding with my mom and my sister. I was like, hey, this is a perfect time to be testing out the battery life between all these cameras that we have, and more specifically the Canon M50 battery grip. So to give you guys some context, these were our setups on the wedding day. So the setups we used were the Canon EOS R with the RF to EF mount, the Canon EF 70-200 f2.8 Mark II, and we had the Canon 6D with the Sigma 24-105, and last but not least we had the Canon M50 with the Viltrox speed booster, the Tamron 24-70, and of course the battery grip. And just a small note, all three cameras were shooting in RAW plus JPEG, so any kind of number that I say here is going to be all the unique photos. So if I say 1,000 photos, those were all unique, and if you just want to get the RAW plus JPEG number, just take the number and just multiply it by 2, and you have the RAW plus JPEG number. I don't know if that really matters, but I just want to let you guys know. So here's a summary of my findings with the Canon M50 battery grip versus the regular batteries and the LP-E6 batteries that are in the Canon 6D and the Canon R. So the Canon M50 battery grip was able to take 6 times the amount of photos and last twice the amount of time than the official batteries and the third-party batteries, and even outshot the Canon R. I had to change the ISO real quick because it's starting to get dark outside. So the official batteries for the Canon M50 is 875 mAh and typically around 200 to 250 shots, and lasts about 3 to 3.5 hours. So when I first got the Canon M50, they didn't have the Wasabi batteries, which I heard are a little bit better than other third-party batteries. I currently have the BM premium batteries, and according to their official Amazon listing, their batteries are 1100 mAh, which is kind of crazy because the original first-party batteries are 875, but they're claiming to be 1100. But in all the testing I've done, I've been only able to really shoot around 210 to 250 photos, which is pretty much the same as the official batteries. And typically I can get up around 3 hours of battery life out of these batteries. And there is a noticeable difference between the third-party battery and the first-party battery, with the third-party one dying a lot quicker than the official one. And last but not least, the Canon M50 battery grip holds 2 18650 battery cells, which are rated at 3200 milliamps each. So in total, you get 6400 milliamp hours, and get this, 1360 photos on one charge. So on the day of the wedding, I was able to shoot with the Canon M50, and I just kept a count of how many shots I was able to take and how long it lasted. And it lasted double the amount of time than the other two batteries at about 6 hours. You might see a discrepancy there. 1300 photos taken on the battery grip, but only about 200 photos taken on the original batteries. That's about 6 times more photos, and being able to last 6 hours instead of 3, which was about double. And you might think, shouldn't the battery life be 6 times more? And I would say yes. As to why it lasts only 2 times longer when it should be lasting 6 times longer, I gotta say, I don't know. I have no idea why it was able to last 2 times longer, but was able to take 6 times the amount of photos. If you guys have any ideas why, leave them down in the comments below so we can all learn together, because I have no idea. With all that said, the Canon M50 with the battery grip was able to outshoot the Canon R, which runs on an LP-E6 battery. The R only reached 1,234 shots, and honestly it's quite amazing that this little battery grip was able to outshoot even the official Canon LP-E6 batteries on their more professional grade cameras. It's also important to note that I didn't go all the way to the change battery pack screen when the camera battery dies. I only went to the point where the battery pack is flashing red. I didn't want to risk it since it was a reception around that time, so I didn't want to miss any important shots when I'm shooting and then it just dies on me. So as soon as I saw that flashing battery low indicator, I immediately changed it. Both cameras could have easily taken more photos, but I just really didn't want to risk it and miss a shot. And of course, if the 6D or the Canon R was on its own battery grip, for sure would have been able to outshoot the Canon M50 on its battery grip. But it doesn't detract from the fact that the M50 was able to stand in the same leagues in terms of battery life with the 6D and the R, and that's just amazing. Now, I don't want to make this video sound like all sunshine and rainbows and that everyone should get the Canon M50 battery grip, but I do want to mention some cons about the M50 battery grip that I did mention in other videos, but I just want to reiterate in this video so it's not all super positive. So one, it's going to make the M50 a lot bigger. So if you're buying the M50 for its very small form factor and the fact that you can almost put it in your pocket, like almost, it's not that small, but it's a really small camera. Look at this, it's such a small form factor, like really you can almost fit this in your pocket if the lens wasn't like so bulged out. And if you put the battery grip on the M50, it definitely bulks up your camera a lot, and you can definitely feel the difference. Especially holding it, it feels a lot more secure, but again, it's just a lot bigger. For some people, they wanted this camera for its small form factor, and I totally understand that. So that's one reason why the battery grip might not be for everyone. And second, the battery grip setup is a little bit cumbersome. So in order to actually set up the battery grip onto the M50, you actually have to use some tools. So you're gonna have to have a flathead screwdriver, which for the most part everyone has lying around the house. So you use a flathead screwdriver just to screw on this part to the grip so it doesn't like fall off. But if you want to use the little hot shoe that's on the corner of the battery grip, you're gonna need a hex bit screwdriver, which not everyone has a hex bit screwdriver. So there's that. In order to even put the battery grip onto the camera, you need to have some handy tools around just to put it on. And for people who take the Canon M50 on and off the battery grip, that's gonna get really old really fast. And not to mention, if you put this on top, say like a gimbal, I have the Weebill S, the Xeon Weebill S. If you have the battery grip plus the camera plus a mic on top, it's not a very ideal setup because the mic is going to be touching some of the components of the gimbal, and it's just pretty much too big for the Weebill S. So those are just some of the cons that I can think of about the battery grip not being for everyone, but in my opinion, the pros simply outweigh the cons. And just a quick disclaimer, I'm not paid by the company who makes these grips to say all these really nice things. I paid for this grip with my own money, and all the opinions that I share on these videos and on my channel are all my own. And just for full transparency, the company also sent me their classic grip. It's currently in the mail now. I haven't gotten it yet. They sent it to me so that I could review it, but again, they didn't pay me in any way to say something nice about their grips. So yeah, I just gotta let you guys know that. With all that said, keep an eye out for the classic battery grip video coming soon, hopefully. So what are your thoughts on the tests that I presented in today's video? Do you have any idea why it was able to take 6 times the amount of photos in the original but only lasts twice the amount longer? I'm trying to think about it, but if you guys have any ideas, leave them down in the comments below. If you guys want more videos about the Canon M50 battery grip, let me know which ones you want in the comments section below, but also check out all the ones I already made in the card or in the description. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I post something new, and if you're into videos just like this on this channel. With all that said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.